What's up everyone, it's Ryan Blob, and today instead of RuneScape, I'm going to be talking about Neopets. If you're anything like me, you loved playing Neopets as a kid, there were so many fun games to play, but it hasn't been the same since then. They have the Neo Cache and the mall and all that, and it struggles to run in modern browsers. So I never thought I'd be able to enjoy this game again and enjoy the nostalgia, but then I found out about Grundo's Cafe, which is basically old school Neopets. And I recently got into their closed beta and I've been absolutely addicted for the past 2 weeks. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to get into Grundo's Cafe closed beta, the differences between Grundo's Cafe and Neopets, as well as a newbie guide for getting started for once you get in. So as you can see here, applications are closed and you need a referral code to apply. The easiest way to get one is to join their Discord server. So I'll post a link of that in the description. And there's a referral codes channel where you can post requesting one, or sometimes people will offer to give out referral codes, and you should be able to get one here after trying for a bit. So what exactly is Grundo's Cafe? Grundo's Cafe is a quality fan-made site that's based off early 2000s Neopets. You can see it looks very similar to the Neopets you might know and love from back in the day. You'll notice many familiar features such as the shop wizard, the trading post, the battle dome, games, dailies, and more. Grundo's Cafe does differ from Neopets in several ways, many of which are improvements though, and now I'm going to talk about the major differences. So first you'll notice that there's this sidebar, which is a big UX improvement. You can kind of customize it to have shortcuts for anything that you might want here. You can easily see like when stuff has sold in your store or what quests are currently available. It keeps track of all of that for you. You'll also notice that for any item, and this is also customizable, you can instantly click these shortcuts to see that item in the shop wizard or see it in the trading post. Also, questing is better. It's a good way to make money and ensures items are in demand. So it's very common for people to do quests here and just get these items and turn them in. There are also some special colors that are unique to Grundo's Cafe that weren't in the original Neopets. Some of these include botanical, which you can see here, as well as edgy, and I think they did a really good job with the art and keeping it very Neopets-like. So they also have this thing called a relic system where these special items called relics, these can then be turned in for warehouse credits, which then can be exchanged for some special bonuses like allowing you to have more pets, allowing you to have special characters in your names or rename, or have like alternate colors. It's all pretty cool. So in general, you can have a lot more pets, which I think is a big improvement over the original Neopets where I think you were capped at 4. You just need to buy those pet tokens and then you can keep getting all the pets that you might want. So there are also some differences that are not so good though. Not that many games are implemented because they're being ported over to run in modern browsers. There's still a decent amount, and if you know how to code, you can actually contribute your own games. They use Phaser.js to do so. Another difference is that you can send your score as many times as you want. It's not like original Neopets where you could only send it 3 times, but you can only earn up to 60,000 Neo points per day playing games. They also give items where you can earn up to 3 items per day playing games as well, which is super cool. And yeah, I think that's it for the major differences between Grundo's Cafe and Neopets. So now I'm going to jump into a beginner's guide for when you do make your account, since I was definitely a bit lost when I first started. So here are some good tips for getting started. So as I was talking about games, they're the best way to start making your first Neo points. You can get up to that 60,000. One thing that you should know that I didn't know for a bit is that different games can give different items. So I'll link a text guide that talks about the different items you can get from the different games, and then you can kind of see which ones you might want to shoot for. They can give rare things like paintbrushes even. So quests I talked about earlier, and they're a great way to start making Neo points as well in the beginning. Here I have a quest for Broken Heart Soup. I can quickly look up how much that costs. It's 7.8k. I know the Esophagur will probably give me more than that. So once you have a bit of Neo points to spend on quest items, you can start doing quests, turn it in, and I just got 10k and an item that I could possibly sell, so I came out ahead. If you get a quest that you don't like or is expensive, you can just wait and get another quest. There's no penalty for not doing a quest. Dailies are also something that you want to do. The sidebar will always tell you when things are available. So here I have the Wheel Excitement available, so we can go ahead and spin that. A lot of these are worth doing because you could possibly get a relic from these. And relics, 10,000, nice. And relics are worth a good amount of Neo points. So speaking of relics, I'll talk a bit more about how they work and how you can use them to make money early on. So relics are about 250k each. You can get them from quests, you can get them from dailies, you can get them from playing games. And every time you get one, it's a good chunk of money, or you can trade them in. When I talk about trading them in, you trade them in this Grundo warehouse, and you'll always get 150 warehouse credits for each relic. These warehouse credits can then be spent on some items here. The item you should know about as a new user is the pet token. These are in fairly high demand because a lot of people want to collect more pets, and they go for around, I would say like 2.6 mil right now. And the thing here is that there's this thing called token inflation. So every time you buy a pet token, it will go up in price. So if you have a new account, a pet token is only 600 warehouse credits. Each relic is 150 warehouse credits. So that means 4 relics can get you a pet token. 4 relics are worth 250k each, so 1,000,000 Neo points. But if you use them to buy a pet token, you can then sell that for 2.5 mil, which will make you a lot more Neo points. Then you can take that money, buy more relics, exchange them for pet tokens, etc. until the pet tokens are too expensive and their price has inflated, and then you can't make money like that anymore. But it's a great way to make your initial money on a new account. If you have trouble selling items, you can use the Discord server. There's a for sale channel and an in search of channel. So those are useful to connect with a potential buyer. And I think that's about it. I'll link some other text guides below that I found super useful. Just do your dailies. If anything appears in the sidebar, it's probably useful. And honestly, have a blast living that nostalgic Neopets dream. I've been getting a bunch of my friends into it, and it's been a lot of fun. So I hope to see you online at Grundo's Cafe, and thanks for watching.